Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. And we are back in this area that I've been suggesting most of the week. I'd be looking at shorts from here. Looking at the daily oscillators, that may actually not be the case. So we do have a grouping to the downside in oscillators. We do have a crossover. They're not above the 20 just yet, so this could still be a pullback. And there is an area where it could be a deeper pullback, and that would be into this zone at 14,872, which would also be another half decent area to be looking for shorts. So at the moment, we had a bit of a tear to the upside yesterday, and we were looking at this zone for a rejection. There wasn't a rejection. It's been a 7% move to the upside. We've left a gap to the downside, which is not a good sign. We also have what looks like an exhaustion bar into this area with an inside bar. Oscillators grouping to the upside in a downward trend. Moving averages all far apart. The only thing about the moving averages right now is they're starting to point to the upside. So do we get continuation, or do we start selling off here? So from an hour perspective, not a place you want to be long at the moment. You want the pullback onto some sort of support, and the closest support you're going to find, there's two areas. That's one, and then there, and then deeper down, obviously down here, and then you need to keep this gap in the back of your mind as well. So trend is definitely the upside. We did break the bearish pattern, which was this wedge, and I'm going to make this pretty messy. So that was a fairly decent, that was 5 touches, 2 to the upside, 3 to the downside. So that was really looking like a wedge, and it looked like a bit of a rejection for me here. And I can bet you that what was happening is a lot of traders saw this pin bar off this level and then started putting their trades in for another move to the downside, which kind of backfired, because that's what this move is here. And it's triggering a lot of stop losses. So yeah, is this the start of a recovery of some sort, or is it just a deeper pullback, allowing the bears a better position to get back in for another drive down? So I'm in two minds on it. The trend is down at the moment, so we haven't broken any significant structure on the higher time frames to the upside. So this little scenario here could be finding support here, could pull back onto 13,631 and then continue to the upside. There is sort of some decent structure higher up as well, and that would be 1400 is the first area. Get above 1400, then 1450, and then 14,872 would offer some support to the upside, or resistance to the upside. So I think for me, there wasn't really, even though it was such a brilliant move to the upside, there wasn't really much opportunity to jump in on it. There was no clear indicators or structure saying that we're moving. This was looking like a rejection, and it bounced through, and then you just kept going. So for today, look at the oscillators, how they finished off. This could be a flag, and that would be a bull flag for another move to the upside. So I would be two scenarios. So the first one is pull back onto some of these structures, ignore this trend line, focus on this trend line here. So pull back into this zone here, and that's 13,631, 13,534, 13,500 area, and we find support there, and we start rolling. We start getting some price action indicating a bullish move. In other words, inside bars, engulfing bars, or pin bars in this zone. Then you're looking for a continuation to the upside. Okay, but you need to be very, very wary of the fact that we are in this area which was previous support. So if that holds at the moment, then definitely looking for another move up, and any one of these tails could offer resistance. And if you look at the daily, you can see there's a lot of resistance in this zone, right where price is. I think probably worthwhile just putting that level in there and that is the area we're in at the moment. So more than likely, if we get through this and find support here, then we're heading more probably up into that area there. Come and test the bigger trend line. It's to be expected, guys. So it's really, we're so far away from the moving averages that you want price to be close to the moving averages before jumping back in. So yeah, volatility continues. So for me today, so wait and see. If this flag starts playing out, there's good opportunity for a long sort of a break of the flag and then a stop below the low of the flag. It's going to be about 150 point stop loss, and then you're looking for another move equal to what we've just had. So very, very interesting to keep that in the back of your mind. If this fails and you start forming lower lows, which could be a triangle here as well, flat bottom triangle, then you're looking to target these areas. If you break through this trend line here, so it's basically a break and retest of 13,535, then it is a continuation to the downside. So those are the two scenarios, or few scenarios that we're looking at today. But getting interesting. Anyway, hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.